I'm Joshua Skid Pro. These are industrial mulchers. Let's go take them for a test drive. Okay, now we've got the industrial mulcher with the bite limiter drum and the knives. You're gonna see added productivity. That's the cutting of the knife. You're gonna see a sharper cut and just a little bit different mulch, finer mulch. And the bite limiter helps prevent us from getting too aggressive and overload. It's like a built-in auto sensing, just kind of helps moderate so you're not taking too big of a bite, even if you push too hard on the mulcher. So essentially it's margin for error of the operator, which even if you've been doing this for a long time, that will certainly help in overall productivity. So we're gonna move forward here and take what looks to be about a 10-inch, probably 12-inch ash tree down. And we'll be able to see that bite limiter work real well. So again, I'm gonna hook my auxiliary in. 1, 2 for high flow, super high flow, lets me kick in. Right trigger to start it up, max out my engine RPMs. I'm watching my gauge, it's gonna shift, I can hear it now, it's going up. Now she should start dropping. Now there you go, it got to speed. It's shifting, it's working its way down. Okay, now we're under 1,000, we're kind of ready to go. Now one thing to remember with the knives or the planer teeth, I can still roll back into the ground, but what I got to, and you can see the mulch is sharper and cleaner cuts. The thing we got to be careful about is rocks. There's a little bit of gravel and soil. It definitely does a cleaner mulch, but again, we're now dealing with, if you hit a rock, there's going to be more damage. So that's the other thing. The planer a little bit more durable in that regard. Just like with the other unit, there's no question that the responsiveness of the Bobcat, and I think they even have an automatic sensing type of tool, you can see that it's just not as fast. When you're running high flow on your machine, you lose some of that maneuverability and that horsepower. So that should be something you're prepared for. So we'll check, but this is a pretty solid tree. So obviously you want to come in at a good angle here. We're going to end up facing downhill is safer than uphill. I'm going to come at it. Just lop off I'm gonna slowly grind in. Now I'm tilting that bucket in, boom, she's gone. So we cut it off probably at about a 4, 5, 6 inch mark. Now we're gonna grind it down. You're gonna see where these bite limiters really help out. There you can hear, I kind of hit my stall out point, so I'm gonna let her wind back up. I like to change position on my drum. Operator has a tendency to put it right in the middle, and then you get uneven use on the drum and you wear those knives quicker. So we're just going to keep going on. Almost done with her. Let that motor wind up. Stop and go at the bottom. Let her wind up. Okay, we got her to the base. Now we're going to go ahead and take the rest of that. Okay, we got to be slow and steady. You can see that smooth cut of the planer teeth versus the knives versus the hammer carbides, or what we call the Ripper teeth, sorry. focus on what I'm doing. And there I'm back dragging, just kind of getting that last final touch-ups. Now that we've seen the bite limiter drum with planer teeth, let's check out the mulcher with the ripper teeth. Okay, we got the industrial mulcher. I'm in the T86 super high flow. We're gonna go ahead and hit operate loader. Now I'm gonna run my auxiliary 1, that's standard. Auxiliary 2 is high flow. And 3 is super high flow. Unlock, unlock, and there we go, now we're in it. So Bobcat makes you go through an extra step there. Okay, we're gonna work on this little ledge right here. So one of the unique things on this, same working pressure case strain gauges right in front of you. Same relief, that's like a fourth safety relief in case the case strain is plugged or the machine either malfunctions or isn't operating properly and won't let the case strain pressure. Again, dealing with very high RPMs, lots of weight on that rotor, lots of pressure on these big machines. We want to make sure if there is an issue that case strain is working and it goes back. So again, we should never go over 100 PSI on that case strain or we have issues. A little bit of oil coming out the vent is okay. If it's anything more than a tablespoon, we should take a look at both the machine and the mulcher. Okay, let's let her spool up. I'm gonna hit my right trigger on my Bobcat. I can hear it starts. Now it's shifted and I can hear it whine up, and that's that variable speed. Our HD series has single speed. You can get this mulcher into single as well, a single high flow, but we really promote our high-end commercial clearing guys to get that variable speed because you're gonna get so much added productivity. So now I'm jumping up and I'm listening to that machine hum, and you can see the working pressure is starting to drop. And once it gets below 1,000, it's pretty much telling me, okay, we're ready to rock. Right around that 1,000, that's where it ended up. And then we can go ahead and get into it. So here I'm gonna mulch this tree up while keeping it anchored. I roll way back and I take it as high as I can with my loader arms about right there. See how fast I took that down. Pretty good sized tree. Took it right below grade. We're going to go ahead and feed those through. Got the best angle here. You got to remember, you lose a little responsiveness when you're running your super high flow. Let me just back up. There you can see I'm getting in a little deep. Sometimes it helps to raise it up and then roll forward. And there you can see that's get you below grade. And there you go, you can hear the motor wind up. Now it's below 1,000. We're kind of good to go again. So let's go ahead and do this big tree here. Same thing, ash tree, pretty good size at the base. I'm rolling all the way back, I'm coming in, I mow it off, and now I'm going straight down with the mulcher. Got all the way to the base, now I'm spooling up, my variable speed kicks in, it shifts the motor to get the RPMs up faster, and then it switches to torque under certain pressure. Again, the only way that I think we should run a high flow. And there you go, you're below grade. Now I'm going to finish this top up, roll into it, done. And again, one thing to know, when you're running on a high flow, this machine is not as responsive because all that flow is going out to the machine or out to the mulcher. So just something to keep in mind when we're doing that. Just went right through that, pretty heavy brush, and now I'm rolling backwards. Giving those teeth an extra hit. You can see how nice of a job it does. Again, here we got this, we take off as high as we kind of can. Just annihilates. Again, you back drag, you raise up a little bit. rotate that forward and you get that double hammering going on, and it really helps to lessen your debris. Well, there you have it. Any questions on any of our mulchers or vegetation management lineup, give the guys at the shop a call or visit us online at skidpro.com. And as always, our promise to you, better products, better service, happier customers.